Okay. Hello. So I don't know how you guys do these videos. Lighting is so terrible. Anyway, hello. This is Rebecca, aka Swirlycitrus, and it has been a very long time since I made a tutorial video, and that was like a year ago. And so I'm going to make this Neko Atsume pepper in a Choco Cornet tunnel. Okay, here you go. Oh, that lighting is amazing. So yeah, she still needs to be baked and probably wiped out a little bit because I do see some dust particles. But yeah, that's why I keep her in this jar. So yeah, good tip. If you didn't bake your stuff yet or you want to bake them in giant batches, put them in a jar or whatever small little container you might have. So anyway, without further ado, let's get on to it. The clay I used for this tutorial was light brown, black, brown, olive green, turquoise, and white. I also used some TLS. Let's make the Choco Cornet tunnel. First, roll the ball of light brown clay into a cone, then proceed to flatten lightly. Then take your blade and cut into 3 pieces. Take the first 2 segments and roll them into ovoid shapes. Then you can just press them together. Take the end segment and roll it into a cone shape. Try and keep the end somewhat blunt, and when you're ready, attach that last piece. Next, make an oval-shaped indent on the wider side of the cornet. I use the metal chopstick here. The bristles of a toothbrush give it really good texture. I like to do this before putting on the head so I don't accidentally stab Pepper in the face. Now it's safe to make Pepper. Grab about a pinch more clay than you would use for the head. This is so we can attach Pepper to the tunnel. Now roll out your clay into an ovoid shape. Pinching just the back of the head, I've gathered just enough to insert into the tunnel. Shape that part so it sort of resembles a tic-tac, and check if it fits. Next are the ears. Roll out a little ball of clay. Flatten the little ball against the mat and cut it in half. I do this so I can be sure the ears are going to be the same size. Pinch each half into triangles and place them firmly on top of the head. To secure them, take a needle and smooth out the lines between the ears and the head. Try and smooth it out as much as possible. Squeeze some TLS into the cornet, and then shove Pepper's cute little head right in there. Here I took a dotting tool and made eye sockets. You can use a pen too if you'd like, it works just as well. Now roll the turquoise and olive clay into tiny little eyeballs, and insert them into the eye sockets you just made. Roll out a thin strand of white clay for the mouth. Cut off a piece from the middle and bend it against your finger to make a U shape. Next, cut it in half and carefully place the pieces like so. Roll up a small piece about 1/4 of the size of a grain of rice, then place it above the mouth. If texture really matters to you, feel free to go on a toothbrush frenzy with Pepper still in there. Dusting the top and bottom of the cornet with chalk pastel gives it a warm, toasty look. You can also use color pigment or eyeshadow. Next, apply some TLS to the cornet and spread it. This part doesn't have to be too neat since TLS dries pretty clear. Then, roll up a bit of brown clay into a thin, long snake and arrange it on the top to mimic the look of chocolate sauce. And for the finishing touch, the powdered sugar. Load up your brush with white chalk and gently tap the powder onto the cornet. Clean and smooth out any fingerprints, lint, and other imperfections off with alcohol. Pop this cutie into the oven for 275 degrees for 30 minutes and bask in your flaming hot success.
Oh my god. Okay.
Hello. Yo! Thank you so much for watching this video to the end, and I edited like 50 minutes of footage just to cut it down to less than 10 minutes, I guess. There was a lot of talking in the beginning, and there's a lot of talking right now, but I don't know, just wanted to add my face to it so you know whose chubby little fingers are in there making things. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and maybe hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more. If you have any suggestions for anything, you can leave some comments down below. If you'd like to follow me on social media, I update my Instagram most often, and I do have a Facebook page that I don't really update very often. My Tumblr is updated just as often as my Instagram because they're linked together. But other than that, if you have any more questions, comments, anything, just leave it down in the comments below. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you very soon and not next year. Thanks, bye!